down.
Okay. What's your favorite underrated Sonic game?
I thought you were gonna say underage Sonic game, and I was like, we're not gonna have this discussion.
Freaking underrated Sonic game? I don't know. I don't know if there is an underrated Sonic game.
They're all overrated, in my opinion.
Okay, what do you think of Lost World?
Lost World? I think it was, I think Lost World was a really interesting idea, but...
How are you a Sonic fan?
What? Oh, because I like his design.
No,
That's
I just mean
basically
like
all
in
it is.
general. What do you guys have to be fans about?
He looks cool.
Okay.
He knows how to handle the ladies.
Picture me.
All right, wait. I have to jump in real quick here. Kate's leaving our chat.
Okay.
And her final thoughts are, she says, tonight's final thoughts from me will be, I'm not calling you an asshole, but, which I appreciate. And hey, sorry, y'all. I'm exhausted. I've got to go to bed. Lots of chat hugs. Same from us.
Yeah.
Get good sleep. Good night to you. And thank
Have
you
a good
for,
night, Kate.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to my argument.
Yeah, please.
My foolproof argument. Okay. I was like 4 or 5, 3 to 5 years old when I first discovered Sonic. And imagine seeing a character like that at that young of an age. Like, I was just fucking overjoyed. Like, this character's awesome and he's badass.
Oh, look, Snoo ran like a weirdo for years.
He did.
I'm not kidding. He ran with his arms behind him.
Because of this game. Not because of
I
Naruto.
freaking did that too! I did that, yeah!
My parents were like, what is wrong with your freaking kid, man? I'm like, no, it's a video game. He'll be fine.
Wouldn't understand.
What's wrong with your kid? Nothing. He's freaking aerodynamic.
Yeah, I'm creative and I like video games.
Just so happy that never resulted in a face plant.
Oh my god, yes.
So, yeah,
Well, I was very careful and I also wasn't very fast.
that is true. But you did it on like sidewalks and other hard surfaces, and I was like,
Parent mode activated.
yeah.
Yeah, because like that was my fucking character. My favorite superpower for a long, long time was super speed. I don't think it is anymore because I take life a lot more slowly than I used to. But just, yeah, like I was
Ever since its retirement.
too old.
I was trying to find something like that.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
Whoa! He launched outside of the level.
Nice.
What even happened? Okay, that's bullshit. No.
The game broke.
The game just fucking said, nope, you are dying right now. Yeah,
If we're talking about our exposure to Sonic, what started us on as fans, the very first time I saw any Sonic anything, so my teachers freaking hated me. Like, a lot of my teachers hated me.
Hey, good preface.
And my first grade teacher was this freaking mean-ass lady from Cambodia with an attitude. Bro, she freaking hated me, dude.
Wow.
Okay.
She had this book, and I couldn't figure out what it was that was drawing me to it. So I picked it up because I'm a kid and I didn't, you just don't ask for freaking permission to touch shit. But I picked it up, and it was the art book from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the show. I saw Sonic and I was like, this guy's freaking awesome. What is this?
Yes! Yes! That is, well, other than the art book, just like going on the internet from a very early age, I was like, this character's cool. He looks so awesome. That's basically the same thing, because you always get drawn in by how cool the character looks.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're about to hear about how he got beaten for touching the book or something.
Like a switch or something.
Well, no, usually there's a hard left, but this time the teacher was just like, don't take the book out the classroom. And I said, uh-huh. I was just looking at the book, and I was like, this is freaking sick. Look at this freaking doughy idiot. He's running away from the Sonic the Hedgehog guy.
By the way, for its reruns on Netflix, I always watched Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I almost never watched Sad AM. Huge nostalgia vibes for the goofy Sonic cartoon from the early 90s.
I used to be Sad AM. Rather, no, I used to be Sonic Underground, Team Sonic Underground. But
Oh, hell yeah. I think that's Fancy's too. Yeah,
freaking Meme Boys showed me the truth. I have not been given Robotnik the respect he was due.
He does not. Monty does not play Robotnik off correctly at all. He's just like, look how sexy he is, or something.
No way, man. He knows. He's right. He knows.
Because of that.
What was up with those rings? They were just.
I don't know. They were clipping into the wall.
Just weren't being collected.
All right. Anyway, go on.
Oh, that's basically it. Frickin', I had a lot of fun looking at the book, and the only thing, like, going back there with my, like, current, like, vocabulary, I can, like, understand what it was I wanted back then, and it's the same thing I always tell you. The design is so cool, you need to see it move.
Yes. Yes.
I can relate. That makes sense.
A lot of people like the character design, Aaron specifically, but like a lot of people like the character design, and that's maybe the best thing they can think about him, other than some games that they might enjoy. It's just a cool ass character design, and you think this guy is awesome.
Like, before you even know who Sonic is or you've seen him do anything, you look at him and you know what he's about. He's got attitude, and he just
He's fat.
looks cool. He does look fast.
Yeah, of course he does, because he's blue.
Something tells me he would enjoy chili dogs.
Chili does.
Just looking at him.
Oh my. Okay, we have to talk about one of the episodes of the Mario Super Show where they show fucking Toad's hat.
Oh.
Aww.
I remember that being such a big point with you. You were like, "Oh, it's his hat," because I kept telling you it was a head or something, and we had arguments about that.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, apparently, there's not a consensus on whether it's part of his head or if it's a hat. You said it's canon that it's a hat.
No, I think I.
Or it's his head.
Yeah. And then you were just like, "No, but the hat though."
Yeah. Proof.
Fuck. Yeah, it's just
You want to argue with Captain Lou Albano?
You know, the guy that said if you take drugs, you'll go to hell before you die? Yeah, that's a very famous commercial he did. Or like ad spot or whatever.
It's a PSA.
Oh yeah, it's a big PSA.
Well, now he tells me. Just thanks a lot, Lou. Or I'm sorry, Captain.
Captain Lou Albano. Who gave the fucking Captain moniker?
Probably to Neil.
Freaking,
Yeah,
we put a lot of references. I think we put a lot of references to the Super Mario Brothers Super Show in our Link to the Past LP. But
There
we
was a
left that shit
thumbnail.
so far in the past that we didn't even give him thumbnails.
Oh no. So you were just doing some editing when we checked in with you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thumbnail.
I just had to, because like all day today I was like, yeah, I should probably finish cutting up all this footage, and then I did, and before I knew it 12 hours had passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes get like that when I'm editing.
Well, I'm sure it'll come out awesome.
Fucking hell. How the hell do I do
Warm.
this?
I would suggest more cursing.
Yes.
Probably will get you there.
It would. Actually, maybe.
See, I told you.
Here's the thing. Okay, you want that hard left? Here's your hard left. So,
Oh no. Okay.
so Kiki has anxiety, and she's my wife. I love my wife.
Hello.
I don't want to make my wife anxious.
Hello, I'm as beautiful as a California sunset.
Put that on my resume.
And so, like, I don't know, like, I'm freaking twice her size, so if I start cursing in my yelling, then it sounds much more aggressive than I intend it to.
Yeah.
And in the past, at least, it's made her anxious, and so I've removed it from my lexicon. I just don't curse it that much anymore. I'll say, like, this shit's freaking dumb, but that's as far as I'll go.
I'll increase it for the
Frickin'
both
a
of
lot.
us.
I used to say frickin' a lot. Oh boy.
Wait, what did you say, Kiki?
I said I'll increase it for the both of us.
Yeah, there you go. She'll pick up the slack for dude without a name.
And you really do.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of get where you're coming from there, man, because, like, in the past, I've had disagreements with my wife, as you might imagine. And if I happen to raise my voice, then she considers that much more threatening than if she does.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, it's not fucking fair, man. I have feelings, I have emotions.
You need to express them.
Yeah, like, that doesn't mean I'm going to injure someone.
Hey, women, am I right?
Women be shopping.
Baby shopping.
Hey, women
Yeah.
do be shopping though.
I do.
Oh man, my body temperature is through the freaking roof right now.
Been drinking water?
I have not.
Drink the water.
I'm out of water.
No, it's right there.
It's empty.
All right, boss son.
Okay.
Woo!
Hold on, let me check
Nice.
the thing.
The what?
Oh shit, this is a freaking 2-hour recording session.
Oh yeah, it is.
Holy moly.
3 though. We've gone until 3 hours. Boss keys
What kind of duration were you looking for?
Oh, I ain't too worried about it, but like this might need to be the last boss just for like health sake.
Right on.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, cool.
Well, does that
What
exclude
is that?
Does that exclude stages, or is it like just this is the last boss and?
Like we can come back at a later time, but I don't want the file to get too big because it could corrupt.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that's fair. He's been on a 12-hour editing binge, and where did you go early in the morning again, Kiki?
The gym.
The gym. Oh,
He
He
wow.
woke me up and he said, "Do you want to go to the gym?" And I said, "No, the stinky white people stare at me."
that accent. He became a poo.
Okay, real quick. That's a pretty good story to tell. Do you wanna?
I'm trying to get my shit done and this old white man wouldn't stop looking at me with his pooped face.
Oh, it's one of the worst kinds of faces.
Well, okay, hold on. It's a lot worse than that. So this freaking old white is usually like it's like a something that like kind of gets thrown around a lot, so it doesn't really paint the picture that it should.
He looks like he wears overalls and sells chili.
What?
Else chili.
Okay, who
A
is
true
this?
menace to society.
He would kill anyone who tried to steal his chili recipe. I'm guessing.
What like I really want to try and paint the picture of what this guy looked like. So
Okay.
he didn't close his mouth for the entire duration of his stay. His mouth was open.
He had a mustache, he was bald, he was fat,
He had a mustache. He was not bald.
balding.
Alright, so wait,
His hair was gray.
You did both go to the gym then.
The top was shiny.
His eyes, they had this like glazed sparkle to him, almost as if he was proud that his head was empty. And he was just like
Oh,
sitting
Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's. I've
precisely.
seen that. I've seen that look.
Okay. So there's like that leg machine at the gym where you put the weight on it and then you
Open your legs.
butterfly your knees out.
Yes.
And he
So
wouldn't
he's
stop checking out Dude Without a Name because great thigh definition.
At the very least, I can lift a lot of weight. So he's on that machine, but he took the weight off. So he's sitting at the machine, working it with no weight, and he's just like throwing his knees like to and from like clackers, like those toys, and just unbreaking, just staring, not blinking. His mouth is still open. He's breathing through it, and he's staring at Kiki.
I was minding my own business trying to do tippy toes.
All right, can I jump in real quick with an initial reaction here?
Yes.
Go for it.
That would be so far that it's not as bad as I would have expected, because I thought you were going to describe him watching her use that machine where you spread your legs.
No, but I had just been done with that one.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that colors the experience a little darker.
I'm glad it wasn't that. You know, I could have sworn that's where you were going. So
If he got down on his hands and knees with a magnifying glass, I think I'd just like get behind him, just like, what are you? What? Teach me your ways.
How do I become a 4chan user?
just because
Anyway,
I
he was
knew.
stumbling around like one of those punch clowns that waddles back and forth.
Totally was. He totally was.
He's just going to different machines, taking the weight off and waving his arms.
Wow.
Oh god. Okay.
So he's just a plain and simple gym perv, then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I made the argument that he seems like the kind of guy who's just like really old and he has disposable income but nothing to do with his time. So he just has a gym membership because why not? There's lots of young foxes at the gym. I don't know. It sounds like something he'd say, yeah?
Right? I know, it's funny. I've made a couple of jokes tonight because we've been watching Community again as a family, the series
Great
Community.
show.
Yeah.
As a community.
And like I've made a couple of jokes tonight based on kind of a Pierce dynamic.
He's an old guy who makes homophobic and racist jokes.
Yeah.
Ah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically all you need to know.
Yeah, no, that works.
but
His whole archetype.
That show's definitely worth a watch.
It's so good. I've rewatched the entire series at least 3 times,
Wow.
if not more. And we're on our 4th or 5th rewatch.
Nice.
yeah, it's just been every couple of years.
Yeah, because it's still relevant and funny as all hell. God damn it.
Anyway, I'm just glad that, that story wasn't about the guy perving on Kiki on the machine that can seem like an OB/GYN exam table at times.
Oh, that would be freaking dark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a story there. I do have a story about that. So check this out.
Really?
About how I needed a...
No.
Oh.
What?
I don't know, you were there.
Yeah, you needed emotional support.
Thanks.
But so check this out.
I hate being a woman.
I used to. Thank you so much. I used to work at a grocery store at the place we used to live, right? And it was one of them grocery stores. What was located in like a shopping center, like a little square, yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to us was a money laundering place.
Furniture place that was always going out of business.
Yeah, I was gonna make that joke. It was like a money laundering place masquerading as a furniture store,
Okay.
and freaking right next to that was an OB/GYN.
And also a gym.
And and then a gym. I don't know how they fit a gym in that same building, but
OBGYN.
God
Perfect
bless.
female gym. OBGYN. My brain just came up with that. Master of comedy right here.
Good job, Snick.
That's a little better than I can give him credit for right now. I'm gonna put in a laugh track right here. All right, check this out.
I scream my Dr. Urine joke.
What does it say? Oh yeah, I saw that frickin' doctor once, and I something about him just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm gonna try my best to describe what he looked like.
Well, he wasn't there for you.
Freaky door sound.
Undetermined.
You freaking like.
You know one of the doctors that you guys always talked about from when I was a baby?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of too much of a tangent. We should let him finish the story.
Still though, he's weird and creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to finish this in 2 sentences.
Okay. All right.
There was a comet. He wanted to come outside to see it.
Okay.
You know that kind of like face that older dudes get where their eyebrows are always up and they always look like they're smiling?
What?
Talking about corpses?
Yeah. Like those really old guys who will walk around like Bill Clinton.
Ew.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about.
well, I mean, here's Bill Clinton as a reference. Frickin', he walks out with like that kind of vacant, like, look about him, and then he like turns and looks into the sun.
Okay.
And I was just like, frickin', I don't want this guy rooting around in my vagina.
So you reclaimed your bodily autonomy at that point? And
Yeah, I stabbed him in the neck.
I want the tangent.
Let's end on the tangent.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just not really related. I mean, okay.
He
When,
was weird and creepy, so I mean, come on.
no, he wasn't that weird or creepy. He was just a douchebag. It was the OB/GYN who delivered Snoo. And, God, we went in Jen's water broke at about 10 or 10:30 p.m. One night when I had just gotten home from work. We went into the hospital. She was there all night. I was there most of the night, and then I had to go home and feed the dogs and let them out and come back. And a couple of wonderful nurses stayed with my wife like the entire time and were wonderful and walked her through all the stuff and all the pain and other just the whole situation. And then when I got back the next morning after feeding the dogs and taking a shower and whatever, this douchebag shows up like literally the last like less than 5 minutes of the entire process. This is like 12 hours later of labor, and delivers quote unquote the baby.
He catches you.
Right? Yeah, he just literally physically stepped in at the last minute. And like all the nurses were like, oh, bravo, sir, well done. Oh, genius. You know? It's just like he literally had less to do with that process than anyone else involved, including me. So it's just yeah.
Congratulate my mom.
Yeah, first and foremost,
She pushed a bean.
yeah.
Large bean.
But yeah, that guy was the hero of the day. So there you go.
Should have spit on him.
Should have thrown Snoop.
I would have agreed. Babies are very understanding.
And durable.
Yeah.
I'm proof.
I have a similar story before I forget. Is I was born. They more or less had to like take some tongs and get my ass out because I didn't want
my.
out.
It's like trying to get you out of bed.
Yeah, they had to do some cutting and be like, get out, bitch. And in this process, I guess my dad was there, and the doctor that was supposed to be delivering me had his arms inside and looked at my dad all smug as he described it. Like up to the elbow, apparently. And I was like, how did you not get me out at that point?
Dude,
I know I was a fat baby, but
as an adult with like your faculties, I can't get you out of bed.
well,
So did the doctor give your dad like a wink then, or
my dad's not very reliable, but all I know is he had his arms in there and looked my dad in the eyes with not distress.
So there's a thing that I've heard of. Like I heard a doctor say this once. It's like you don't get used to doing this shit. You never like none of the doctoring becomes like normal. It's always weird to have to like put your guts back into your body. So what they do is they'll overshoot like the normalcy of the situation so that the patient doesn't freak out.
Yeah.
So what he might have been doing was he might have been like, yes, we're supposed to do this.
Yes, my arms belong in here.
But your dad has the brain of a freaking
It's just really comfy and warm. Honestly, my hands have been cold all day.
We're just gauging the temperature.
Sorry, it's just the AC's on, man. Where am I gonna put him?
Or something.
I forgot my jacket at home.
It was this or a meat thermometer, and it's broken. So
You don't mind me using this, do you?
What he calls based in turkeys.
Oh.
I did make my brother's birth easier though by clearing the way.
Oh, yeah, fair.
So I've heard the second kid's easier.
He all but shot out. There was nothing keeping him in there.
He was just ready for life. Taxes were right in front of him.
yeah, I mean, when your brother was born, it was both arms and a leg. I mean,
It was two nurses. One of them
was taking pictures.
No, like one of them has two hands and they're pulling. They put their foot on the other side and stretch it, and the other one has to help her hold it while the doctor walks in. This is awful.
This is comedy gold.
This is,